Prisms of Reality.
Kaixar.
London Vision.
Matsuko.
Flow Immersive.
Condensed Reality.
EverySite.
Multicasting.
Bristol, UK.
Haifa, Israel.
Brooklyn, New York.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Oakland, California.
San Francisco Bay Area.
Košice, Slovakia.
Hamilton, Canada.
The T-Mobile Accelerator gives its hand-selected startups access to T-Mobile's incredible resources, like state-of-the-art 5G testing labs.
Having access to the T-Mobile testing facilities means that we will truly get to push the envelope of our technology.
That brought us the understanding of how our application would work in the real world.
And our network infrastructure.
T-Mobile's 5G network will power Kaixar across millions of schools.
Integrate our system into the United States.
Enables lifelike holographic communication.
Real-world problem-solving at scale.
As well as mentorship and hands-on support from T-Mobile experts.
Getting to team up and collaborate with people who are obviously really passionate about this kind of technology.
It really helped us tune our message and hone our leadership skills.
We know that we are in good hands.
These innovators are building the next big thing in immersive 5G technologies. I cannot wait to see what they come up with.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2021 T-Mobile Accelerator Capstone session for our Immersive Technology program. I'm Brian Fries, the executive sponsor of the program, and just want to start by saying thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to celebrate the work that these 8 tremendous companies that have been in the program with us have accomplished over the past few months. We came together in early April, April 5th, virtually from around the world to start this together. And we've had a really incredible journey of growth over a very short period of time. The experiences that we've shared have been super rich. They've been mentorship experiences with experts from inside the company and outside the company. We've had Ask Me Anything sessions with some of T-Mobile's very top leadership, which have been awesome experiences. The team has worked tirelessly with these companies to define and refine their startup stories, and that's been just terrific work. And the companies have had access to some really, really cool T-Mobile technology, including our lab resources, our latest 5G devices, and last but not least, the very best 5G network in the world as an innovation resource. So how awesome is that? Before we hear from the companies themselves, I just want to take a second to say thank you to a few folks. There were many brilliant people that came together to pull this program off. I want to say thanks to just a few in particular. The mentors and experts that come in and share perspective and make time to talk with the companies and work with them. The program wouldn't exist without this great group of folks. So thank you to everybody that came in and worked with us during the course of this program, as well as the Accelerator team. So that we have a small team of really passionate people. Tina, Ari, Zach, Brad, thank you so much for all the work that you do. You're just terrific, and obviously this wouldn't go so smoothly and wouldn't happen at all without you. So really, really grateful. And last but not least, the 8 tremendous companies that have come in and partnered with us and shared their very best creativity and ideation, and just to figure out what we could do together, because there's a tremendous intersection between the work that they're doing in their companies and the work that we're doing inside T-Mobile to build the very greatest 5G network. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hear from the companies that were in the program. Thanks again for joining.
Hi everyone, my name is Nick Fellingham. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Condensed Reality. We're a software company and we specialize in streaming live events into virtual worlds. So the way that the younger generation spend their time has shifted dramatically over the last few years. The generation below me, known as Gen Z, who are currently between the age of 6 and 24, spend less time watching live events than ever before. And yet they spend more time inside virtual 3D worlds than any other generation before them. And these virtual spaces like Fortnite, Roblox, or GTA are not just used for gaming. They're also used for hanging out with friends. And they have huge virtual economies. Fortnite is a free game, and yet users spent $9 billion on cosmetic items in 2018-2019 alone. Currently, you cannot experience real-world live events in virtual worlds. Condensed Reality has built a pipe from the real world into the virtual world. This means that existing events like music, theatre, and sports can reach much larger audiences inside virtual worlds. Our technology works by integrating with game engines like Unity and Unreal. A game engine is the underlying tech which almost all games are built on top of. Using our SDK, developers can stream content from the real world into these game engines. Our platform takes data from off-the-shelf cameras and combines images from multiple viewpoints into a single 3D model. We then distribute this to our end users who view the content inside applications built with game engines. And increasingly, game engines are being used for many other use cases outside of just games. Things like military simulations, training applications, or fashion design tools are now built with game engines. And every single VR and AR application is also built with a game engine, which means that augmented reality developers using our tech can create incredible new experiences. And 5G will allow audiences to consume these experiences at very high quality on mobile devices. Here's an example of our technology in a demo application for showcasing our video inside augmented reality. As you can see, the viewer can be their own director. They can shift their perspective simply by moving around the content. And this technology is not theoretical. We have taken it out of the lab, and we're already working with great companies to create completely new user experiences. This includes music companies, theatre companies, and sports broadcasters. A quarter of all TV content spend is on securing rights for live events. And our technology allows for these right holders to reach completely new and previously inaccessible markets. We charge a yearly license for our software, which is used to create content, but the bulk of our revenue will be coming from the distribution. And this means that the more successful our customers are, the more revenue we bring in. Our team is perfectly positioned to take this product to market, and the founders have had a previous exit to Twitter. And our engineering team has the experience required in streaming video, deep learning, and computer vision to execute on our roadmap. And we've achieved a lot with our pre-seed round, including growing our team from 3 to 12 and bringing on our first customers. We're looking to raise another round this summer to help us expand our sales team and also to launch our products in the US. If you're interested in getting in contact, then please follow up with me at Nick@Condensed Reality, and I can either give you a live demo, show you about our technology, or follow up if you're interested in investing. Thank you.
Imagine a technology, an experience that was once only known by the elite fighter pilot. With nearly 3 decades of experience in the aerospace domain and head-mounted AR wearable devices, we at EverySite took that same technology and reduced it to a consumer-friendly, lightweight, and high-functioning pair of AR smart glasses. Now, when EverySite incorporated in 2014, and in 2018 launched Raptor, the first cycling computer for people, not bikes, we knew that we would bring an enhanced experience to the cyclist with our complete solution by bringing their data, critical data, directly into their line of sight, providing a camera and an integrated sound system, inherently improving their safety. But cycling was just the beginning. In actuality, we had built a tetherless, Android-based device with a built-in SDK that has almost all the capabilities of a cell phone, with the exception of a modem. Now, since that time, a number of verticals have presented themselves, as industries recognize the opportunities to reduce a great number of expenses by using AR. Whether it be guiding technicians in the field remotely and getting the knowledge of experts out to those in need, or helping the transportation and delivery industries to close that last mile, we understood that we had the platform, the know-how, and the experience to help the end user save money and accomplish their goals more effectively. Now, when time is of the essence, getting knowledge to field support staff or technicians is critical. And in most cases, you can agree that the accuracy of the information that's being received needs to be at the highest level. Augmenting reality through EverySite smart glasses via remote assistance can help companies to save valuable time, training, and effort by ensuring that resources are optimally distributed. That is, having any number of experts to any number of technicians in the field. All the field technician needs to do is simply put on a pair of EverySite smart glasses, and they'll have expert level knowledge right in front of their eyes, guiding them at any given step via the ecosystem. Now, we also recognize the opportunity to aid the transportation and deliveries industries, which suffers from great expenses, and to help them to close that last mile. An industry that is an absolute must in our society, and one that also makes tremendous efforts to reduce costs as well as their carbon footprint. Now, we understood that when it comes to logistics, solving that last mile can be beneficial not only for the industry, but also for the environment. In our world, we work to keep that last mile to a minimum by enabling the drivers to have heads-up information, getting them safer and easier to their destination, and even the ability to document the completion of the delivery itself, all while keeping their hands free. Now, bringing all of this information on the go in a timely manner requires high bandwidth and low latency communication services. The advances in network technology to 5G have provided the ability to service AR irrespective of your location and to the masses. The ability to connect directly with T-Mobile is giving us early access to start testing our hardware, to utilize the full potential of the network and truly accelerate our path forward. Over the years, many technologies have come to the market and many have gone. Either they were too big and bulky and unseemly, or were not made to meet the needs of the end user, or ultimately made promises that they just couldn't deliver upon. Meanwhile, our solution is already seeing a wide array of implementation in real-world applications, ranging from the energy sector to automotive, from logistics, emergency services, sport and recreation, as well as security and public safety applications. Now, the potential in this relatively untapped market, particularly being geared towards use outdoors, leaves us uniquely positioned for great and immediate annual opportunities that are available. This is starting with our first adopter markets, first valued in the billions of dollars in the sport market and automotive industry, in the security industry, as well as the enterprise and industrial arenas. However, as the continued adaptability and acceptance of wearable tech by the consumer grows, the AR/MR market is expected to be a $130 billion industry by 2030. EverySite is a completely vertical team with all disciplines in-house. This includes optics and mechanical, ID and hardware, software, algorithms, UX, UI, and system engineers all under one roof. Our founders have over 25 years of experience in AR, and we also have over 30 patent families. EverySite is revolutionizing the way the world experiences information right before your eyes. If you want more details or to get a chance to check out our technology, contact us at support@everysite.com and we'll be happy to continue the conversation.
In 2013, fire departments in the United States has been responsible to more than 480 structural fires. Those fires result in approximately 2,850 civilian casualties, 14,000 injuries, and estimated property loss of $10 billion. More than 30,000 firefighters are injured on the fire ground. Those losses can be significantly reduced by exploring new technologies in development. We at London Region asked ourselves, how can we improve firefighter and public safety by using our technology? London Region was founded in 2018 from McMaster University STAR program. Our team is committed to combine AR technologies with intelligence systems to create a product that provides intelligence support to the first responder. We decided to work on the needs of firefighter first. Through discussions with different fire departments, we have a collected a lot of data related to 4 major challenges that firefighters are facing. The heavy smoke causes near to no visibilities. The complex structure of fire may cause location disorientations. The hidden fire, which cannot be identified by naked eye, may cause a risk of reburn. And limited verbal communication method may cause misleading information. Now, let me introduce our solutions. Fusion Vision System, FVS, a smart, hand-free, hand-up, helmet-mount AR system, specially designed for firefighter. In order to address 4 major pain points, we have the outcome of 4 major features. Machine learning-based edge detections, which can help firefighters quickly navigate through the buildings. Fire source detections, which can spot high temperature area that behind the obstacles. In the localization, the track firefighters' route inside the building. Lastly, real-time information sharing. The fire chief can monitor individual status at their command platform. Imagine this is you will be seeing inside a burning building. And with our FVS AR system, the firefighter could clearly see what is inside the smoke, their teammate information, air tank capacities, and their heart rate and temperatures. We also have been selected into an Ontario 5G program as one of the demonstration projects on how 5G could help first responders. With 5G and IoT technologies, we could enable Long Vision Smart Command System, SCS. SCS is basically a web-based platform that could let commanders access their firefighters' first-person view from FVS, air tank capacities, signal strength, battery level, and location information. Our goal is to create a Long Vision Smart Firefighting Network system. The FVS will communicate between the firefighter A, B, C, and their instant commander through a mesh, 5G, and LTE 4G network, depends on what is available. The instant commander could access their vital locations and live image data through the command platform. The command platform basically will be sending all the data to city headquarters dispatch unit. We are also working and collecting feedback from 9 fire departments across Canada and 3 fire departments from state to make sure our product fit our customers' needs. Now, let's talk about market size in ruggedized AR. In firefighting, advanced technology like 5G, head-up display, and LT devices change not only the responders, but also the incident management team. Based on the feedback from fire department and market research, the global incident response emergency market share will reach to $38.9 billion by 2025. There are a total 2 million firefighters in North America and Asia. The total addressable market based on number of firefighters are estimated about $16 billion US. However, we are not looking to the firefighter sector only. With our ruggedized AR design, we could easily adopt into other different sectors such as defense, oil, and mining sectors. We also have an amazing team and advisors. Our team including technology experts from Ford and Honda, science expert from McMaster University Autonomous Driving Lab, and a financial expert from UK Queen's Universities. We also have several advisors, which including a former fire chief, launch engineer from Tesla, professors from McMaster Universities, and Arab NRC. With this awesome team, we believe London regions could bring first responder and public safety into a next level. Thank you, everyone.
Do you remember how excited you were when your school planned a field trip? You could hardly sleep the night before, wondering what you would experience. Little did you know those experiences would open your world, shaping who you'd become. That wasn't the case for my sister and I. We grew up in a tumultuous household where I had to struggle daily just to find us both 40 cents so we could afford our school's reduced lunch. We never had money to travel. In fact, we hardly left our neighborhoods. We depended on field trips to give us access to a world beyond our circumstances. However, our school, along with half the schools in the country, have lost funding for these opportunities as field trip budgets continue to get slashed. With COVID-19, nobody was able to take field trips. This is unfortunate because when kids go on field trips, they are 95% more likely to graduate from high school. My passion for education was so strong, I decided I would become a teacher. Inside my classroom, I was often frustrated because we didn't have money for field trips and gaining access to tech was an everyday struggle. In my 15 years working in education, I couldn't find a solution that addressed these issues, so I made my own. My name is Kai Frazier, and I am the founder and CEO of Kaixar, the future of education. Kaixar's interactive SaaS platform uses 360 AR and VR tech to teach kids about any subject with our virtual field trips. The best part is our platform works on all devices and VR headsets. Our Explore page gives kids a front row seat to new cultures and careers. We've sent over 5,000 kids on virtual field trips ranging from the Obama portraits to astronaut training. Each interactive experience comes complete with curriculum support, including viewing guides, quizzes, related resources, and more. Clients such as UC Berkeley and the Kauffman Foundation pay us to create VR experiences not found anywhere else. Our award-winning productions have been covered by the U.S. Department of Education, The Steve Harvey Show, and more. But none of that praise compares to the feedback we get from kids and parents. Jennifer says, as a mom of an autistic kiddo, I struggle to find inclusive tech for my son's learning needs. He can't get enough of Kaixar's field trips that let him explore the world in ways that weren't before possible. Most VR companies limit themselves to running on 1 to 2 headsets. Not us. Our WebXR platform can be used on all devices, including smartphones. No Wi-Fi, no problem. As an added bonus, Kaixar has paired with the leader in 5G, T-Mobile, to boost connectivity. So, how do we make money? From parents to homeschool educators, STEM centers to educational franchises, we offer B2B and B2C subscription packages. For our content partners, we charge $200K per production. Since launching our platform 6 months ago, we've gained over 2,000 users, including our largest pilot yet with T-Mobile. But how big can this be? Across the US, there are 56 million kids all sick and tired of Zoom. If you multiply that times our $15 a month subscription, that's a B2C TAM of $8.4 billion each year. And that number doubles when you add in our B2B play, and this is just the US. Kaixar is the future of education. Gone are the days of kids struggling to stay awake during a boring 90-minute Zoom call. Kaixar's engaging tech lets kids learn about any subject in an interactive environment. This strengthens their tech skills, preparing them for the future of work. Now, building this company has been a labor of love, but the best part is I get to lead a team of actual educators. Together, we're using our combined 60 years of educational experience to ensure kids all over the world have access to a quality education regardless of their circumstances. So, if you're ready for the future of education, let's connect. Thank you.
Hello, this is John Sao again. It's been great to hear from such incredible companies so far today. Truly, an international cast of very smart people, and goes to show why the T-Mobile Accelerator continues to have a global reach, because innovation can happen anywhere. T-Mobile is spending $40 billion to build the biggest and best 5G network in the country, one that will fuel innovation, disrupt the industry, and make the US a global hub for technology leadership and investment. Today, our 5G network covers more geography than Verizon and AT&T combined. And today, various third-party benchmarks have shown that we have the largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network in the country. And guess what? Our strong spectrum position plus our incredible head start in our build plan means that we will continue to be the clear leader throughout the entire 5G era. In order to fully realize the full potential of our 5G network, we need to build an ecosystem of developers that is bigger than ourselves. At the T-Mobile Accelerator, we give our hand-selected startups access to T-Mobile's incredible resources, like our labs and engineers, as well as mentorship and hands-on support from T-Mobile experts. In return, we simply ask that you innovate on our 5G network and bring your ideas and business cases to the next level. I want to thank all the startups at our Spring cohort for bringing so many fresh and innovative ideas to us. Now, enough of this commercial break. Let's hear from the rest of the companies from the Spring cohort of 2021. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Stefania and I am from Matsuko. Matsuko enables lifelike holographic communication. Once, Maria and Matt, our founders, were discussing the importance of communication technologies because communication is who we are. It's fundamental to how we function. And that's when they have decided to redefine the communication of the future. 2D is not enough anymore. And that's because video conferencing is missing a necessary element to successful communication, physical presence. So they felt it was time to revolutionize communication and combined their skills in 3D and AI to bring back physical presence in remote communication, just like in Star Wars. And that's what Matsuko does. In fact, every breakthrough in the history of communication was about connecting people remotely. The real breakthroughs were the inventions of the internet, smartphone, or social media. And now we have videos on our phones and desktops. And the next step are the holograms in meetings. And we can see this even more now within our current business context. The world is changing. The future of work is hybrid. Remote possibilities are still limited to 2D. That's why organizations ask for more solutions. Matsuko is a human-centric collaboration app for businesses that fills in this missing element. And let me show you what our Matsuko holograms look like. When it's time for a meeting, you simply put on your XR glasses, run the Matsuko app, and you will immediately join and see the others in real time. What's unique about this technology is that it deconstructs a person pixel by pixel from 2D to 3D using just one single camera stream of an iPhone or iPad, and it recreates a person in real time as lifelike, realistic hologram. And the time to enter the market is now. Software collaboration market is already booming, and the XR market has been growing consistently with big players competing to push their headsets. Matsuko is part of both markets, and our offer is unique as we do not create avatars and there is no scanning and no technical setup required. We create realistic holograms. And with the deployment of 5G, providing even higher bandwidth, high resolution, and the lower latency, our holograms have a high-quality image, sound, and stability. And behind this patented technology is a team of more than 20 creative minds and experts in this field working previously on the titles as Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, Far Cry, or Just Dance. And we are all very grateful for all the support from Tina, Eri, Zach, Brett, and the whole T-Mobile Accelerator team. And special thanks belong to our mentors, Sean, and Ali. Right now, Matsuko is a standalone app and can be easily integrated into other collaboration softwares. And you can be among the first early adopters by simply going onto our website and clicking on the early access button. You will be among the first to experience physical presence remotely. Because that's what we do. We bring back physical presence in remote communication. So let's meet as holograms and write history together. Thank you.
I'm Jason Marsh, the technical founder of Flow Immersive. I've been in enterprise software for 30 years and have served at the executive level at several startups. Flow is software to build and present immersive data stories on the web. As an information designer, my vision for Flow came from a question. Could we make Tony Stark's augmented reality visualizations real and practical for the enterprise? Could we reach out and grab our information and data? Would that be meaningful, and why? So what is the problem that Flow is actually solving? Well, data is hard to present to non-experts. There are three fundamental problems. Limited interaction. It's hard to gain ownership of the information when you can't reach out and explore it in real time. Limited engagement. Is the audience even paying attention? And limited comprehension. Do they understand the big picture and the details? Presenters need to communicate powerful shared mental models of information, maybe to close a sale or build credibility with your executive board. And how are they doing this today? Well, some are using Tableau, and it's a great tool for building dashboards for data analysts, but data often goes to dashboards to die because executives just don't use them. They really stay just with the expert users. Some are using slideware. Typically what they're doing is they're copying and pasting visualizations out of Tableau and putting it into PowerPoint decks. And when they do so, the power behind the data is lost, and the audience sees bar chart after bar chart, and eyes glaze over. So how can a non-expert user communicate data better? The answer is data storytelling. Let me show you, starting with a simple example. Take a look at this example of election data running entirely on the web in a browser. You can see multiple users interacting with it, and you can see that the whole country looks red until you show the number of votes in each county, and the population centers pop up, mostly going blue. Another perspective shows that the country is not only red or blue, but actually purple. All the while, every participant can click and move and interact with the data, so it is engaging and collaborative to increase comprehension. Michael DiBenigno, our head of business, 9 months ago started a bit of brilliant work on social media. In a 3-month period, he managed to garner 9 million views and generate 100 inbound enterprise queries. 2,000 people signed up, itching to use the Flow editor. Here you can see a data story floating in his living room and see the kind of comments that he's getting. This particular example shows the spread of COVID, all created with our no-code authoring tool, the Flow editor. And yes, there are nonstop comments about being Iron Man in his own living room. We have built practical AR implementations with real-time multi-user collaboration, multiple mobile AR and web conferencing integration. Anyone can walk inside and around their own data, collaborating with other users. And with 5G, that will be anywhere, anytime, using just a phone today and AR headsets in the future. With 5G, we want to remove our existing limitations on data size and real-time data feeds. And with edge computing, be able to radically increase rendering quality. Customers like the UNDP, the World Bank, and Deloitte told us that they wanted a self-serve authoring tool, and we built it. With the Flow editor, you can upload some data and build 3D visualizations, then hand those visualizations to a presenter using the Flow Story Creator, where they can quickly create a series of steps to focus on specific aspects of the data with a very simplified interface. The result can be shared in collaborative meetings, turned into social media videos, and posted on the web. Both products will be rolling out over the next 2 months, with pricing on a per-seat basis or enterprise pricing with custom services if needed. To conclude, let me say that we've built something really cool, but that we don't sell on cool. We say cool is a scientific term. It means mastery and control. A great skateboard trick is cool, because it shows mastery over gravity. Or Tony Stark is cool because it shows control over his information. If we've built a tool that helps you get complex information into the mind of your audience efficiently with credibility and memorability, and that's not just cool, but gold. The gold is no longer just more data, but it's the right data presented in the right way, at the right time, without friction. Those experiences are where good decisions get made. Flow is finally at that inflection point to establish our self-service revenue stream, fuel the growing marketing engine, and build upon the momentum we have. So what are you going to communicate with Flow, and are you ready to get with the flow? Thank you.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of multicastingio and our entire team, I want to thank you for taking the time today to learn about our company and our roadmap for the future. We've been working tirelessly with T-Mobile for the last 3 months, and we're excited to share with you our technology and our roadmap for the future. Multicastingio is a platform that allows for companies to add multi-angle real-time shared video streaming and viewing directly into their application, easily with a lower cost of maintenance and development, while adding a complete unique streaming experience for their digital customers. The team at Multicasting has been working in the industry for nearly 20 years, in everything from architecture to product development to user interface design. We've done work for companies such as Verizon Wireless, Xfinity Mobile, ESPN, and Major League Baseball. While our history at Multicasting is relatively short, over the last 14 months, we've been able to develop our beta application, join the Google ISV program, and join the T-Mobile Accelerator, where last month we did a live demo of our platform at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. In joining the T-Mobile Accelerator, we've advanced our technology by including an iOS application, advancing our SDK with real-time zooming, and we did a live demo at T-Mobile Park, which included both Android and iOS devices. We were able to truly validate our platform across all areas of the park using T-Mobile's 5G advanced network. Over that 3-hour period, we saw very little battery drain, and we were able to prove that our platform can work in a very wide environment with great speed and high quality. And it taught us more and more about our technology and where we need to take it in the future. User-generated live content is at the forefront of usage in users today. Rapidly growing short-form user-generated video streaming is the next generation of content viewing. You can see everyday examples on TikTok of people using social media platforms to share their live streaming experience amongst their family and friends. And this will only continue to grow, and Multicasting is planning on helping to be there to leverage our unique technology and enablement platform. An important part of our work with T-Mobile was showing why 5G is so important in immersive technology. In the current 4G landscape, you can only really stream one video at a time with relatively poor quality and not really in real time. And most of the playback cases are usually just a single video. But with advances in 5G, we can get very close to truly real-time streaming video in under 500 milliseconds or less, with high quality video, high performance, while also being able to support multiple simultaneous live streams. And with our advanced technology, also being able to view 3 streams at a time while publishing. Our platform is designed with a broad range of APIs so our clients and partners can create completely unique technologies out of it. We offer these APIs to manage live streams, viewing and event configuration, and user management. And our most unique feature, which we have named the reverse time highlight engine. Our server technology revolves around our central media hub, which handles everything from load balancing, content management, and user management, and it helps ensure the security of our platform and its user-generated content. With our multicasting mobile application and SDK, companies can offer the very most unique real-time streaming services and experiences at events inside and outside a single venue, with a lower cost of ownership lower development timelines with a modular user interface while continuously getting updates and innovations from us. Our platform is extremely flexible. We've allowed for you to develop using 2 different SDKs in iOS and Android while using a single REST API that we've developed. Our code is completely documented and available to you. So you can integrate our technology directly into your applications or create new applications from scratch using our libraries. We support a wide array of use cases from our single platform, everything from live sports all the way through law enforcement. Our roadmap is agile as we learn from our customers and our partners. We plan on adding the ability to host sponsored events, create ad hoc events at social gatherings, also by building an influencer mode and a completely managed sporting and media events. And finally, we eventually plan on adding real-time augmented artificial intelligence into our application. Thank you so much for your time today. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, nem@multicasting.io or www.multicasting.io. Thank you so much for your time today.
Good afternoon. I'm Anurupa, founder and CEO of Prisms. To frame the problem that I sought out to solve with Prisms, I do need to begin by quoting God. When asked about his mathematical reasoning, Einstein described his thinking as muscular and his learning as experiential. He didn't think in words, and he isn't alone. We all function like this because our brain is mostly wired for experiential learning, as in learning through perception, seeing, doing, and moving. Yet none of the hundreds of math learning tools that crossed my desk in 10 years as an educator exploited these facts effectively. To give you a concrete example, learning exponential growth functions in high school algebra class still goes something like this. Students begin by memorizing the form of an equation divorced from any purpose or relevance. They memorize facts like outputs have a common factor, keywords and word problems that signal a procedure, and then complete problems over and over again. They don't think, they just memorize. And we know what the results are. Despite significant investments, algebra proficiencies in the United States remain staggeringly low. So I founded Prisms to scale a new learning mechanism that's grounded in best practice pedagogy that we know works, but we didn't have the technology needed to deploy and scale until recently. So how do students learn exponential functions using Prisms? Well, rather than beginning with an abstraction like y is equal to 5 to the x, that doesn't really mean anything to kids. Instead, they visualize and feel exponential growth through a relevant context, the global pandemic. They experience that when they touch their friend's hands, the friend contracted the virus. And when that friend walks over to another group, more people get it. So it's a physical and visceral understanding of multiplicative growth rather than an intellectual one. They then accept their mission. How many weeks until this whole situation blows up and our hospitals reach capacity? Through tactile tools, they connect their experiences to 3D simulations, data visualizations, tables, graphs, and finally an equation. So math fluency is grounded in meaning and experience. This is the student view, but what's the role of a teacher during all of this? Leveraging 5G network reliability, teachers across classrooms in a school building can now utilize real-time student thinking data, not performance data, to intervene and support students during critical moments of struggle. Real-time casting of multimodal problem solving gives rise to a new definition of personalization in the classroom. We're excited to be launching with equity-driven K-12 district leaders this summer who are desperately looking to close their math learning losses during the pandemic. And once validated in schools, there are a number of adjacent markets, including the consumer space, global private school, and higher ed markets that our content and pedagogical framework will provide real value to. As an all-inclusive SaaS model, the full VR libraries, teacher training, curriculum, and teacher dashboard are included in our annual subscription fee for both simplicity in pricing and customer success. To close, I want to share my team of game developers, educators, and business leaders who understand the schooling market intimately and are ready to scale tactile, real-world problem solving as the primary mode of instruction in public education.
What a strong finish for the day. It was so exciting to hear from the second half of our program companies. It has been a privilege to work with each of these companies over the last few months. I continue to be impressed with what they are building and what each has done to highlight their work here today. From hardware to platform solutions, from entertainment to education, Each company is developing a product or solution that will impact how we use immersive technology to engage with the world around us. Just as we are hearing from the Spring Immersive Technologies cohort today, the T-Mobile Accelerator team is already working toward the selection of companies for the next program starting this fall, which will be focused on wellness technologies. Look for more information on the companies that will be a part of this program in August. We've also extended our reach with the T-Mobile Accelerator with the launch of the 5G Connected Future Incubator together with Georgia Tech and Curiosity Lab at Peachtree Corners. Combining the resources of T-Mobile's largest, fastest, and most reliable network, Georgia Tech as a leading engineering and research university, and Curiosity Lab's living testbed located in Peachtree Corners, we can't wait to see the potential that this incubator unlocks. We are truly excited to continue to expand our innovation ecosystem and work with more companies building unique and revolutionary products. This innovation ecosystem allows T-Mobile to build something bigger than ourselves. Together, we can truly unlock the power of 5G. We can't wrap up the day without pausing to thank all of those that contributed to the success of this program. First, we'd like to thank the mentors and experts, both internal and external to T-Mobile, that stepped up to support our 8 cohort participants. All of you have helped in immeasurable ways. Thank you to the collaboration team members from the Emerging Products, TFB, and Advanced and Emerging Technology teams. These individuals met with each of our companies weekly to ensure we learned as much as we could from each other and support them throughout the program. Thank you to the many speakers that provided this cohort with their insights and experience to help guide these companies even beyond completion of this program. Thank you to the Accelerator team for your flawless execution. Tina, Ari, Brad, and Zach, as well as everyone from the Advanced Emerging Technologies team, as well as those that helped us cross-functionally to guide the program throughout and make connections for each of these companies. Finally, thank you to each of the 8 immersive tech companies that joined us for this spring's program, committed their time and energy to build their businesses, and for letting T-Mobile be a part of your journey. Thank you all for joining us today, and we hope to see you again very soon.